Julie Kay, helping you find your way through grief and loss. Today is the last video in the series on self-care. And on this video, I'm going to share different symptoms, problems, feelings, issues. Those are just some different words we can use that you may be going through as a result of your grief, as a result of the losses you've gone through that have been most likely life-changing losses, because we can lose a person or go through a major change in our life and it doesn't always rock our world or change our lives upside down. So I'm referring to that. But I will be sharing different ones of those and then pointing to what area of the 5 areas that I discussed in my series that probably refers to. And then you can go to that video in the series on self-care, like for example on mental self-care, and then you can go and get more ideas from that specific video that I share, because most of all of the videos I have some of the ways that I do self-care in that, so it gives you some ideas, but it kind of gives you the why it's important for you, why you're important and valuable, and you deserve to make self-care a priority in your life. So first of all, are you experiencing a lot of loneliness? Do you feel like you're alone in your grief? Do you feel like you don't have much support? Did you have a friend or family member that you thought was going to be really there for you through the loss of your loved one, but they're not? Either they don't know how, or maybe you don't know why, but that is a fact. So you need more support. Then these kind of situations, and even more than this, but these are some of the situations where I believe you need to make a self-care goal for the social area of your life. So there's a couple ideas. Again, I explore on the video I just made on social self-care. What would be to get into a support group, or one of the friends or family members that you do feel safe with, or maybe it's your spouse. Have regular time that you can talk about what you're going through with that person. Maybe getting together once a week in person or on the phone or on Zoom. Whatever it would be, that is an important thing for you to make as a goal, and to value yourself enough to do that and help your own health. Okay, here's some other ones. Are your emotions all over the place? Are you just flipping out on people? And you've never done that before. Are you very depressed? Are you in bed almost all the time? Are you overwhelmed with emotions? Are your emotions all over the place? Any of those things would be the need for emotional self-care, for support, for comfort. And again, go to the video for ideas of things that I've realized emotional self-care can be under. But there's always more, and I love feedback and comments. So if you think of something that you do and say, I think this is emotional self-care, please share it on a comment. I would love to hear it, because I am not done with my learning. I aspire to be a grief expert, and a specialist in grief. That's what I want to become. It's a goal of mine. And I do specialize as a life coach in grief and loss, but I am still learning. And I would love more feedback on these different exploring, because that's what we do. We learn from each other, right? So that's emotional self-care. Another, are your thoughts racing all over the place? Are you overthinking everything? Do you have lots of questions about why? Why did it happen? Why is my loved one gone? Are you questioning a lot? Are you having sleepless nights? Are you experiencing fear and anxiety? All of these point to need for mental self-care. Maybe you're doing things and actions or things that are bad or wrong, or just things you've never done before and you don't even know why you're doing them. I would say that contributes to a need for mental self-care, for self-care that surrounds and involves helping your mind, helping your thoughts, helping you process and go to more peaceful places. And you're just so wanting peace. That would be mental, I believe, mental self-care. So again, you can check out the video on mental self-care for more ideas on that. I have some very, very important ones that I do that have helped my mental self-care through my marriage crisis and the loss of my daughter and my grandkids. So I really strongly encourage you to go to those. Actually, it's a 2-part video on that. And then on spiritual self-care, do you blame God? Is your faith waning? Do you have a lot of questions? Are you, again, very depressed or just want to give up? Or you're losing hope, you're experiencing hopelessness? That, I believe, you need to hone in on your goals, on your habits, and prioritize self-care for your spirit. And that could mean different things. Again, I encourage you to go to the video on that. But it may mean just getting in and reading just even a chapter of the Bible every day. It could mean spending more time in prayer, listening to a message that touches your heart from somebody on YouTube or whatever it would be. So there's all different ways for spiritual self-care, but it's very important that our spirits be nurtured in the midst of this. We're vulnerable, and we're vulnerable to an enemy. If you don't know, there is an enemy in this world that hates us, that wants to kill, steal, and destroy. But Jesus says, I've come to bring life and life abundantly. So we need to have habits and things we do to nurture and fill up ourselves with the good and with the truth. And if we're not doing that, we're going to feel it. So that's another area, spiritual self-care. And then also is another area we explored has to do with how is your health doing? Do you have present conditions, but after the loss of your loved one, your health conditions got worse? Mine did. Do you have new health conditions? Are you, again, sleepless? That can be your physical body and things that you need. I encourage you to go to the doctor if that's what you need to do. But what else? Are you having anxiety? And maybe it's physically related to the grief you're going through. Do you have appetite issues? And no energy. Or you just can't sit still. Hurting, pain, inflammation, digestive issues, all kinds of things that could be going on. This points to your physical body. And again, I emphasize in the introduction that all of these areas affect each other. So if you're working on your physical side through self-care, you're going to help other parts of you. You're going to help yourself mentally. You're going to help yourself emotionally, possibly even spiritually, etc. So they all affect each other. So when you do self-care in any one of these areas, it is going to benefit other areas. But sometimes we need to hone in on the specifics. So that's what I'm trying to do in this video, is just kind of give you food for thought. So your physical body is hugely important. It's not the only thing that's important. Sometimes that's all that people focus on, but it is very important. I know people that never focus on that or never have goals for that. So those are the different 5 areas that I explored on the series. If you really just say, I don't know what to do, I am just so overwhelmed, I don't know which head's up, I don't know where to start, I'm stuck, or I'm depressed, I don't want to get out of bed, anything or more. If you're just in a really bad place, please reach out to me. The link to my complimentary consult, where you can go into my schedule and pick a time that works for you. I do a whole hour, completely free, with no obligation. And if you don't want to continue with me, you don't have to. I don't push you. I always give at least one tip in that time together. And I really want to encourage you to set that up. And we can do it online, or we can do it in person if you're anywhere near Peru. Please reach out. So value yourself. You are important. If you're a mom or a dad or a person who gives out a lot, you probably have a hard time with self-care and prioritizing it, but it is so important. You are worth it just for you. If you want to look at all the things you do for other people and in society and your job or whatever it is, your family, and that's your motivation, then do it, fine, to be a better, whatever role that you play in your life, to do better and to be able to be more excellent with that giving out that you give out. But you deserve it, you need it, your health is worth it. It affects all around health. Whatever area of your health you see there's a problem, again, working on having something for each of these areas is very beneficial. That may seem overwhelming. Well, just start with the one you need the most, okay? And get the help you need, all right? And I'm Julie K. I'm here for you. If you want to reach out to me, you can message me on Messenger. I'm on Instagram too, although that's not the best way to get a hold of me. But info@juliek.org. You can reach out to me and send me an email, info@juliek.org. My website is juliek.org. And either way, please reach out, comment, let me know your name, whatever. Just reach out. Get help from somebody because you can't do this alone. Okay? Signing off to next time. And I look forward to you being on this video again and hope it blessed you. Bye-bye.